Hi, I'm Barbara Mull with Barbara Mull Investment Solutions. Thanks for stopping by today. Today we're going to begin discussing different types of investments, and this will lead us into a little bit longer videos on the topics that we're going to touch on today. Prepare to learn, and please send me questions for things that could have slipped my mind. I'm excited to be spending this time with you today. So hopefully, I've tried to shoot this video a couple times and this didn't show up as dark as I wanted it to. So this is what I want us to go over today. Is the investment pyramid. No, it's not a pyramid scheme. It is telling you and helping you understand the differences in how much risk that your money can take and what your comfort level is, because it should always be geared specifically to you and your comfort level. Okay? So at the very bottom of it, it's cash. That's the cash that's in your back pocket, buried in the backyard. You think, that money's not going anywhere. I'm not losing that money. Not putting that money in the stock market. It's not losing. I'm not going anywhere. Okay. And in one sense, that's true. The other sense is it is losing purchasing power. So as inflation makes prices go up, the value of that money is not going to be keeping pace with inflation. So something that costs $1 right now may cost $6 or $7 down the road. So food for thought as far as, all of it sitting in cash, not working hard for you, is not the best answer either. This next section that we're going up is fixed income, okay? Fixed income is like bonds or CDs. You're loaning your money to a bank or to an institution or corporation for a set rate of return and a set maturity date. So a lot of older folks that they need that income, they're looking for that money to help them pay for groceries each month. That's a great investment. People that say, you know what, I'm a little bit concerned about the stock markets, I'm concerned about investing. Income usually goes in the opposite directions of stocks. So it can be kind of like a safety net for stocks. Okay? When we go up to this next section, it's growth and income, and it is stock, but it's big stocks. And I want to stop this and preface that any stock that I mention or any company that I mention, I am not suggesting their stocks. I'm not soliciting their stocks. I'm simply using those as an example to help you understand the differences in what we're talking about. So again, any investment choices that need to be made would need to be made one-on-one according to your individual risk tolerances. So anything that I'm talking about is not a suggestion or a solicitation for a stock. So now we can continue. So the growth and income category is the big stocks, okay? So if you had your money in Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, Duke Power, General Electric, would you be afraid of losing all your money? I'm not saying those companies can't go broke, but the likelihood that they are is not massive. So can they lose money? Absolutely. Is it something that I think all of them are going to go away tomorrow? That's not my opinion. But again, those would be discussions that we would talk about when we specifically got into what do you want your money to do for you. Okay? So these growth and income stocks, they pay out dividends, where fixed income stuff pays out interest. Stocks or equities pay out dividends. Okay? And so generally when the stock market goes up and down, they do move up and down, but they don't ride huge roller coasters like a lot of things will. Okay. When we get to this next section, it's growth. And again, these are not stocks that are being recommended. But the examples that I use here a lot of times are Walmart or Home Depot. They're not paying very much of the profits of the company out to the shareholders. Instead, they're renovating stores. They're building more stores. They're growing the business. And so the owners of these investments are looking for appreciation in value, the value of those companies to go up, as opposed to looking for the income from them. Okay, and so again, that's why it needs to be tailored specifically to you. When things start going up and down, those are going to go up and down harder than some of the things farther down. Okay, and then we get up here to the aggressive growth. And we talk all the time when I'm in meetings about, did you play King of the Mountain when you were little? It's amazing to me at the number of people that didn't play King of the Mountain. But anyway, it is, for an example, possibly Amazon. It might be Apple stocks. A lot of different companies that is, what is the hot thing? And it's always, again, the King of the Mountain is who's going to come up with the next hottest gadget, whatever. And so some people like a little bit of money up there. Some people don't want any money up there. And that's totally, totally fine. Because again, it needs to be according to what your risk tolerance are. Excuse me. And you don't want all of your eggs in one basket. You shouldn't have all of it in just one place anyway. It should be spread out amongst several different things. Okay? So this is just a very short clip on kind of what are investments. And then next time we're going to get into a deeper discussion on fixed income. Tell me about bonds. What is a bond? What does a bond do? How does it act? And what's the purpose of a bond? Okay? And then growth and income stocks. And we've talked about that a little bit today, but we're also going to talk about stocks in general and where they play into the investment world. We're going to talk about mutual funds. We're going to talk about annuities. So there's so many different categories and so many different investments that we can discuss. But my purpose for this was to make it simple and quick, that you could jump on in a couple of minutes and just kind of get some snippets of things that you'd like to learn more about. That you're not having to sit down and try to study and figure out, and you know, you've got your specialties, and thankfully this is where my expertise is, that I can help educate you, and then if I can be a resource for you, then that would work out well as well. So until next time, thanks again for stopping by, and I look forward to talking with you again soon. Have a blessed day.